Alright, so off rip, shout out to my guy right here, okay, Hair. Now, I'm gonna put the names and stuff like that on the screen. He's one of the boys in the Discord who let me borrow his account for this video. And obviously, because of the courtesy, I had to get my boy innate slot 3 and 4, so you already know. Alright, so here's what you're gonna need to do with your skill points and stuff like that. So if we go into stats real quick, we have our techniques. So for technique, I pretty much maxed it out besides getting the barrier mastery thing. Like really, you just wanna make sure your techniques can do as much damage as possible. Every time you know, unlock one of these, they do a little bit more damage, so it's cool. Next up with focus. Focus is actually going to be one of the most important parts about this build. So I pretty much maxed it out besides getting the sparks of black. I mean, obviously I didn't get any of these moves up here either, but yeah, you want to make sure your focus and your black flash can do as much damage as possible. And obviously right here, I got this one called lock in. It permanently increases your gain. And obviously I got this one right here called lock in. It permanently increases your gain by 0.25%, which is pretty good. Then over here, of course, we got black flash proficiency, which also increases your black flash damage a little bit. And by the max, you get up to 130, which is crazy good. 130% health. I put a little bit in health over here. Obviously I didn't get burst RCT either, but I did get this right here, which is brain heal. And when you activate this, it gives you 10% of your domain meter, which is really good. And honestly though, I actually don't even use it that much, but it can come in handy if you're just really trying to get domain fast, but it really don't use it much. It's more of a just in case kind of thing. Also, I did get one extra focus token too, because I mean, you know, why not get a fourth one, you know what I'm saying? And right here, I actually got total concentration too. It pretty much allows you to enter a state of concentration where your damage is buffed, and it also makes your move cooldowns 10% shorter too, which is like really good, of course. I didn't really put any points in strength right here, but I got the first tick because this one lets you do like the double dash thing, so I mean, yeah. But now moving on to the innate, I honestly don't think your innate for this video, they matter too much. Of course, obviously if you have one of the really good innates for PvE like Star Rage, it'll help you out a lot more, but you don't actually necessarily need it. So I got all the moves right here for Star Rage besides the maximum and domain, and Curse Queen as well, kind of the same thing besides this move. For Volcano, same thing. But the most important part right here is actually ratio. You really get like the first 3 moves, and that's honestly all you need, especially the second one right here. Like if we look at the Trello right here, 7-3 strike, hitting the 7-3 ratio on a target applies a 2-second debuff on whoever it hits, lowering their defense by 50% only for ratio technique moves, which, okay, you know, that's fair enough, but that's still crazy. So yeah, ratio is really going to be the most important curse technique you'll need for this build. And this is my current move set right here. We have Ghastly Fist, Collapse, Strike, Unwavering Output, Energy Blast, etc. Especially Star Rage, Jupiter, and Terra. Those 2 moves are really going to be useful for this build as well. And ratio technique overtime, I kind of just threw on there just because, like, I feel like you can honestly use any other moves as long as you keep the ratio techniques on there, but like, yeah, you don't really need any of these crazy curse techniques or something like that. Let me head into the boss queue and let me show you guys exactly how well this can do. So we're gonna go to Hand Imaginary, we're gonna go to Nightmare, we're gonna create and start that lobby. All right guys, so here's a clip of me actually soloing Sukuna. This is one of the best runs that I had because he pretty much didn't even touch me in this round. So yeah, off rip, we're gonna run up to him and you're gonna want to hit him with a Ghastly Fist, and then after that, make sure you stay close to it so that he can get damaged as much as possible. Then he's gonna use this move, so you're gonna make sure you step back, and then afterwards, when you are moving around the moves, then you jump on him and start whooping his ass, bro. I use my Terra and Jupiter right here, but yeah, then he does this attack where he jumps and leaps towards you. You can block it, so don't worry about that. Once you block it, he'll be on his knees and you start whooping his ass like so. Like, look at this. You can hit him with that ratio technique, and especially if you have the ratio technique with the black flash, bro, it does such good damage. That spider move is very easy to dodge, just jump up in the air, but now when you get close to him, buddy, start whooping his ass. My domain meter was full right here, so of course I had to pop that domain. And the interesting thing about this is it's the imperfect domain. It's not the perfect domain, so you can still do this even with this version of the domain expansion, and you get this by finishing the story. So right here, of course, I can block that attack again. And now he's cooked. I mean, I'm literally gonna proceed to beat his ass. Boom, ratio, black flash, hit him with this Rika Ghastly Fist. Like, it's really raps for him, I'm not gonna lie, bro. And look at how much damage it does right here. Yeah, like, it literally is going to cook him. It literally is going to cook him, bro. And again, like, I'm not using like the best moves in the game or anything like that. I mean, Star Rage is really good, but like there's definitely better moves you can use to do this faster. This is the build for y'all though. And also, I don't think I got anything out of these chests, but there was a run where I actually did get something very cool out of the chest, and it was the Purified Cursed Hand. So that's actually pretty crazy. My boy on his account got blessed today. Wow, that's crazy. crazy. We really got a purified curse hand too. Like, that is actually immaculate. Dude, there was even a run where I actually popped domain and ended up somehow being stuck underneath the ground of my own domain expansion, bro. How does that happen? I have no idea. But yet I still proceeded to cook, bro. I still proceeded to whoop his ass while being stuck under my domain the entire time. Look at that. I perfect blocked this dude. Like, it was crazy, man. Like, this is what I mean when I'm telling y'all you need to start using this build, because there's no way in God's name you should be able to actually fight or destroy, kill Sukuna while being stuck under the ground on nightmare mode. Like, how on God's green earth is that even possible? And yet I did it. Okay, I mean, don't get me wrong, you know, it was pretty close, but still, like, the fact that you can do something like that with a build like this makes me tell y'all you need to use it and demon exercise, bro. Like,